World's fastest anime fan, Lyles an element at Tokyo Worlds. The Olympic 100 meters champion grew up watching Japanese cartoons, and he wasted no time in sharing his passion with the crowd in his first appearance on Saturday's opening day of the championships. Lining up for the 100m heats, the exuberant Lyles thrust his hands forward, fingers splayed, and unleashed an imaginary Kamehameha energy ball attack in tribute to the Japanese anime Dragon Ball. After qualifying for the semifinals with ease, the 28-year-old said he was energized by performing in the Japanese capital. "I was gravitating towards it through anime," he said of his love of Japanese culture. Then you automatically start doing more research, and all of a sudden you're watching YouTube videos on mythology and yokai ghosts. Then you're down the rabbit hole. Lyles spoke to reporters clutching a framed cartoon drawing of himself that he had been given as a present by a Japanese TV crew. He said the picture had been done by the creator of the anime series Baki, of which he described himself as a huge fan. "This is pretty freaking cool," said a beaming Lyles. "They said it's a one of one. It's definitely going in my trophy case. This is a huge highlight for me." Lyles has never been shy in advertising his love of Japanese pop culture, even whipping out Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards on the track and showing them off to the cameras at last year's U.S. Olympic trials. He was dubbed mankind's fastest otaku by Japanese sports newspaper Daily Sports, using the term for hardcore superfans. Lyles said he had been out sightseeing since he arrived in Tokyo, but had not had time to sing karaoke. "I've gotten so many anime things," he said. "Karaoke is just the thing that takes the most time. But I've definitely been out in the Tokyo streets." World's fastest anime fan, Lyles in his element at Tokyo Worlds. By any measure, Noah Lyles was fast. Olympic fast. World title fast. Blink and you'll miss him fast. But in Tokyo, at the World Athletics Championships, he wasn't just running for gold. He was running like he'd just been drawn into the final episode of Naruto Shippuden. That's because, for Noah Lyles, Tokyo wasn't just another championship. It was holy ground. Prologue, the flash of two worlds. Lyles touched down at Haneda Airport with two carry-ons, one full of spikes, compression gear, and tracksuits, the other packed with limited edition manga, Funko Pops, and a custom-painted pair of cleats adorned with Attack on Titan symbols. To the average sports reporter, Lyles was there to chase more medals. But to anyone who followed him on social media, it was obvious the man was on a pilgrimage. His posts read more like anime episode recaps than athlete updates. Day 1. Visited Akihabara. Found a rare Jiraiya figurine. I feel spiritually unstoppable. Day 2. Training done. Meditation with One Piece opening theme. Energy level, over 9,000. Day 3. Met a Japanese fan who called me Lyles Senpai. I'm never leaving. Act 1. Training arc, the calm before the sprint. Training in Tokyo was different. It was more than jet lag and noodles. It was inspiration overload. Noah found himself waking up at 5 a.m., not just to train, but to watch sunrise reruns of My Hero Academia in Japanese. His room was covered in anime posters, like a teenage boy's dream dojo. Every rep, every sprint, every breath. He imagined he was channeling his inner Goku. Coach Simmons tried to keep things grounded. "No, I get it. You love anime. But focus." "I am focused," Noah replied. "Every anime protagonist trains harder than the last. I'm just following the blueprint." And truth be told, it was working. His times were peaking. His recovery was optimal. His spirit, untouchable. Teammates noticed a change, not in form, but in aura. Like he was surrounded by invisible energy lines, DBZ style. Act 2, the Stadium Saga, Trials of the Tatsumaki Track. The Tokyo World Championships opened with all the flash and flair of an Olympic ceremony. But for Lyles, walking into that stadium was like stepping into a live-action shonen anime. He whispered to himself, "This is my arena. My final battle. My last stage." The 200-meter heats were a blur. Lyles cruised, smooth as water, eyes on the finals. Cameras caught him bowing respectfully to the track after his runs. Japanese fans, thrilled, dubbed him the Samurai Sprinter. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag Lyles Senpai. Hashtag Fast Like Naruto. Hashtag Sprinter No Hero. Reporters took notice. "Noah, you seem more animated than usual." To which he replied, "That's because I'm finally running in the anime. This is my Tokyo arc. Act 3, Rivals and Redemption, the 200M Showdown." The finals night arrived. Rain threatened. Tension buzzed in the air like a plot twist. In the call room, athletes stretched and stayed quiet. Except for Lyles, of course, who was bobbing his head to Tokyo Ghoul soundtrack music in his headphones. Next to him, Knighton gave him a side eye. "Bro, are you serious right now?" Lyles smirked. "Deadly." He stepped onto the track, lane 6. The stadium roared. Japanese fans waved American and anime flags. A kid in the stands held a sign. "Lyles equals our real-life Deku." The gun fired. Lyles burst from the blocks, like lightning cracking through the sky. His drive phase? Pure Demon Slayer. His top-end speed? Reminiscent of Naruto in Ninetales mode. Down the curve, he flowed like wind. Around him, the stadium became a blur. Time slowed. His mind hyper-focused. He remembered his mantra. "This is my story. My arc. My victory." As he powered down the final 100 meters, it wasn't the gold he was chasing. It was transcendence. It was about becoming a character worthy of the anime world he adored. Across the finish line, 19.27 seconds. A world championship record. The stadium erupted. He dropped to his knees, arms outstretched. "I told you," he gasped. "On to my final form." Act 4. Post-race epilogue. From medalist to main character. The victory lap was anything but ordinary. Lyles draped himself in the American flag and a Naruto headband. He waved to fans, threw up anime signs, and even performed a Kamehameha at the cameras. Only one thing matters: the run.